Okay guys, here's this week's update. This is the indoor garden under the sulfur halide. I've been using a electric toothbrush to pollinate these. I guess it simulates the wings of a bee. And I did have a couple of the peppers I had in the LED that I had to take out and put here because they're starting to flower. I was making the mistake before where I had everything in the LED, and when they flowered I thought that was enough, but the LED's not strong enough. We need this light here, so that's why we got that big bad boy. But you can see healthy plants, the tomatoes, every single one of them is taken. We even got some peppers going on underneath here, but every one of the plants is producing. I'll show you a couple more. You can see them down there. You can see them back there. They're not big yet, but if you guys are following along, you know they're a lot bigger than they were. So, I'll take you guys over here. The LED. You guys remember last time we went through this big guy? And this one is the same plant as these ones. Notice a lot darker, the green, compared to this from the LED. The LED definitely produces a much greener leaf. I guess that might have something to do with the light spectrum or something like that. All of the peppers are still doing good. And you can tell that there's a few of them from up here in the middle that I had to, the ones that I put in the back there. Okay, now, we've got a couple new things going on. You see that we got some new trays. These ones are empty, but this one up here, I've actually just started to do some microgreens in this one. And if you guys want to follow along, the ones I'm doing first are going to be sunflowers. So you can see I got all the sunflowers. They just started to germinate. Another, say like Tuesday, they should be ready to put under the lights. But this one here, I'm definitely curious to see how those grow. I wanted to grow some microgreens. That's why I bought these trays. But if you remember, I removed a 1/4 pound of leaves, and they're already starting to grow back. I thought maybe it'd give these other ones a chance to get bigger, but no luck. They're coming back right away. So everything in here is coming along quite well. The basil, one thing I've noticed between in here to the outside, I have this exact same thing growing. I got basil, parsley, cilantro, and I have it in a thing outside. But one thing I've noticed is these sprouted as soon as they left the soil, whereas the other ones, they're a little taller, and I wouldn't say as I wouldn't say they're as big, the leaf, you know, the size of the leaf. But I'll show you what I'm talking about. You'll be able to see. See, here's the basil in this one, where it's a lot smaller and they're lanky, taller than the other one. Oh, we have a butterfly who got stuck in here. We'll have to open the door. Let him out. So, here's the grow box, and you can kind of tell by where the plant is on the stake. I don't have any marks or nothing like that, but they're getting tall. For whatever reason, if you guys can help me out with this, these cherry tomatoes in the back, I don't know why, but they're just not doing too well. They don't look healthy. The peppers look great. The blackberries have tasted great. But some more cucumbers. These tomatoes have been just every day, a handful of tomatoes. And that tomato plant's almost done. Some peppers, some more peppers down there. But yeah, so that lettuce looks a lot better inside than it does out here. Oh, and here's another thing too. Check this out. See the that's the honeydew melon. I do not know what I'm going to do if it produces melons and it's hanging from a screen. If you guys have any idea, or you guys could help me out, leave a comment down below and help me out. Otherwise, if you guys want to follow along, see how the microgreens are doing, and follow along with the rest of the garden, and see how things are growing versus the LED, versus the T5, versus the sulfur halide, versus outside, hit a subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can follow along, and I will see you guys next time. Until then, what's growing on, Florida?